You know, the truth is in life of marketing, and this is where we've lost credibility as a discipline, is in our inability to justify cause and effect. Why am I doing this and for what purpose? Why am I doing this and for what purpose? Cause and effect. How I got to your story matters, I've just explained to you. There's an element of science there.
Sure.
Deep science that is about saying, how do we shift? Actually, it is behavioral science.
Absolutely.
You know, marketing is behavioral science.
Absolutely.
It's about shifting people's perceptions. And you don't shift people's perceptions by shooting in the dark. You've got to have the analytical ability to say, I need to go northeast, not north, to be able to make a difference. And it is important to know what are the differences between northeast and north.
Right.
Because if you go north, you go divergent to where you need to go. You're talking about being on a freeway in South Africa. You can end up jumping onto the wrong freeway.
Right.
There's nothing, Tayo, that is more painful than running the wrong race well. Can you imagine developing the best outdoor campaign when in actual fact the most effective would have been to do a radio ad?
Right.
There's nothing more painful than running the wrong race well. You know, there's a case study, a diaper brand, and they were not doing well, and they were thinking, you know, what is the best way to regain market share? And someone came with actually a very good idea to say, listen, clearly we have to target moms. You know, because they are the ones who buy diapers. And everyone said, just fantastic. Absolutely, we have to target moms. And then someone said, okay, so where's the best time to reach these people? Because they are busy. Where's the best time? They debated until they got to a point that actually the best time to reach this mom is through radio when they're dropping kids off at school. Because the majority of moms,
Right.
or at least in South Africa and maybe other parts of the world, you know, they spend a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're the ones who take kids to school.
Mm-hmm.
And they were sitting in a boardroom and everyone said, actually, that makes sense. Let's go for it. And they went and bought good weights on radio. We're going to reach these people between 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. You had competitions and all sorts of things. And it makes sense. But they had missed one thing. That when those moms are taking kids to school in the morning, they're actually talking to the kids. They are playing games. I spy with my little eye. What do you see outside in the trees? What do you see? And they are not listening to the radio. Even if it's on, but they are not listening to the radio. So you can understand there's an element of science to get through to them, such that you reduce the margin of error. So there's a lot of what we do in marketing, which is science.
Yeah.
The work I've done that I've given you, while it has a creative element, live with confidence, see money differently, your story matters. The foundations of it, for the most part, is science.
Right. Right.
Of course, we are human beings. And what it means when you're a human being is that you've got emotions. You can then bring in emotion to give it the richness.
Right. Right.
Bring the emotion to connect to the heart. But you've dealt with the mind. So marketing is always about part art, part science.
Got it. Got it.
It is like a difference between the what and the how.
Right.
And if you want to be successful, you have to be not just proficient on both of them. You have to be leading edge on both of them, but blend them. Not look at them in isolation. You got to blend them.
Right.
I've never seen a beautiful ad that is not grounded on a universal insight.
Right.
And if it's gonna hit the top chart, the top box, it is often a combination of the two.